the okra from the soul?
Well, the okra is quite different from the soul. There's only one thing that the okra shares with the soul, and that is it survives death, okay? But other than that, the okra is quite different from the soul. The okra is, in fact, a richer concept than the concept of the soul that we talk about in Christianity and in Western philosophy. The soul in Western philosophy and Western Christianity is trapped in the body. The soul is in conflict with the body. The soul is seeking to break out of the body. But my okra, the okra of the Akan, is not in conflict with the body. It's not trapped in the body. It's not seeking to break out of the body. This is fantastic. This is a deep, 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 deep thought that we have ignored. And if we can understand this, we will know who we are and not live some other people's lives for them.
Are we living some people's lives for them?
We are, because we tend to see ourselves as others see us. What they say about us is what we imbibe, internalize. They would say, the Christians would come in and say, you are pagans, you are wandering in darkness, you haven't seen the light. The others would come and say, oh, you are savages, you are primitive, you are this. And this is what we tend to believe about ourselves. But we are not what they say we are. And of course, if you allow somebody to define you, then of course, you live the person's image, you live the person's life. When you imbibe what others say about you, you tend to have a feeling that you are not enough, that there is something quite, there's something lacking about. There's absolutely nothing lacking about us as a people. If you believe that you have an okra, which is part of Odumankuma, the substance of God, what an explosive idea. But this idea has been submerged and regarded as pagan or inconsequential. But it is important. This is what our ancestors believed about themselves. They bow to no one. The Akan people say, Okatechiwa Bruchino, Okatechiwa Bibrim. What does that mean? There may be brilliant men in Europe, but there are brilliant men in Africa. And that confidence is what the knowledge of your culture gives you. And that is fundamental to our being. Without that, we are just somebody's shadows. We are imitating somebody. Our ancestors said, you don't borrow someone else's teeth to smile. Smile with your own teeth. Don't you have teeth? Smile with your own teeth. Every bird flies with its own wings. You don't fly with borrowed wings, And we must seriously begin to think about ourselves and our culture and our role in this world, because we do have a contribution to make in this world. We're not just here to borrow other people's way of life and thinking and food and thought and so forth. We are here to be our authentic selves as the Creator meant us to live. And I don't think we live in that life.
Okay.